Hey guys, Rue here from Deadjeep. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode. If you're a rare Jeep owner and you're looking for some of those hard to find parts, or maybe you're just looking to build the Jeep and you're looking for some tips, some tricks, how to save time and save money, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell so you can get all the notifications as soon as we put our videos out and we can get our information out to you. And as always, don't forget to leave your comments below. Let us know how we can help you and what we can do better for you. Today we have a fantastic episode for you guys. We're going to do a review of an in-house project we have going on the Duke's Jeep. We're going to see where it's been, how it's going, and where it's gonna go. And also, I think Not Lou is here. I know what you're saying. Who's Not Lou? Not Lou. All right, hang tight. Let's take a walk. Let's check out what's going on. Talk to Ray, the Jeep mechanic guy, and see what he's got going on with this unique situation with this Jeep. So this is Ray, the Jeep mechanic guy. What do you got for us, Ray?
Well, first, before we get into the Duke's Wrangler, we need to get Not Lou soft top for his Wrangler.
Oh, cool.
We call him Not Lou because his brother's actually name is Lou.
So we don't know what his name is.
I honestly don't know what his name is. He used to work for me a long time ago. I don't think he can hear me right now, but I couldn't remember his name. It's a weird name, like Alvarez or something. So I call him Not Lou.
Not Lou. Cool. So Not Lou.
So Not Lou.
That's a nice Jeep.
Yeah, no, it's I'm glad to see Not Lou has a Jeep.
Yeah.
And Kelsey's gonna find him a soft top, and he doesn't want to be on YouTube. All right, so let's do it.
This thing is sweet. Love the Rubicons. Nice touch. The matted black. I think they should make a smiley face though instead of a me face. So what's the story behind this thing?
All right, so the deal was the Duke called last year because his motors had it. He had a 4.2, and he also was concerned about his transmission because he read some things about the BA10, which is made by Peugeot, and it's
Is it Peugeot or Peugeot?
Peugeot. But anyways, it's a tough transmission. It's tough to rebuild. It's tough to get parts for. It doesn't seem to hold up in Wranglers as well as it does in a lot of like the Cherokees, and it holds up. You know, it's decent in the Cherokee. It seems to hold up much better. And from doing this for a while, I noticed it's because of when people lift their Jeeps, the BA10 does not go into reverse correctly. They never adjust their boot for that, and that's like the beginning of the end of the BA10. That's when we started talking about a conversion, and because he had the AX15, and we started talking about giving him an external slave clutch to get rid of the internal while it was doing that. And then one thing led to another. After this thing was done, it was super tight, it was clean, it looked good, it drove perfect, everything worked 100%. It was probably between a $6,000 and $8,000 job. I don't even remember what I charged him.
Wow.
Which was me doing the motor, external slave clutch, the whole wire harness, the lift kit, cleaning it, tightening up the frame, rear bumper. I did a lot of work on the tailgate and the rear bumper so it's really sleek. The rear spare tire is right up against the back gate, but you're still able to open it easy. Gave it back to John. John drove it for 3 weeks. Got a phone call from John, emergency phone call. I was like, oh, John must have blew the motor. Oh, he's gonna yell at me. I pick up the phone and his son, Ben, got T-boned in it. And I felt horrible. And because he didn't get to, he got 2 to 3 weeks out of it. And I just wish he got the whole end of summer and the whole fall, because I think it was pretty decent up until the end of March. You know, we opted to get back together again. We got reunited. reunited. And so now what we're gonna do with John's is we've already replaced the 2 front leaf springs, straightened this frame rail out a little bit. I gotta replace the front shackle mount. I still gotta weld that on. We replaced the whole front axle with a better gear ratio. We gave him 410s. We're going to be updating his brakes. We're waiting for the powder coated calipers to come back, and we got new used vented rotors. And then we're gonna be putting 410 with disc in the back. I already replaced both front leaf springs too. He needs a fender, a hood, and then we're gonna also be repainting this, replacing his interior to put it all back as close as we can to original Sahara for 1990. I gotta fix his fix the floor on both sides where the roll bar goes, and luckily enough, in those NOS pots we got, I got an awesome prize which I'm gonna go show you.
Just so you guys know that normally I've heard that it takes an act of God to, you know, to have Ray the mechanic guy actually work on any Jeep. So the fact that he's taken this to heart and being able to, you know, basically donate his time to this project is huge. You can definitely tell that the Duke is a special person, or Ray, the mechanic guy.
Special?
Not special like that. So what do you got in your hand, man?
So this was an NOS part. It is the only Wrangler body NOS part I found so far.
Wow.
And luckily it just happens to be a passenger side pillar.
Look at that.
So we will be doing an awesome job installing this pillar on the Duke's car.
Look at that.
Right?
Damn.
I mean, under where the roll bar goes, and this isn't a restoration job, so I'm not trying to make it all original, and I have done all original Jeeps, and that's a whole different mindset. This is close to original, but modified, you know, with the 4-row and the whatnot. We're going to be doing family style roll bar with rear seat belts. Is probably the best option for him.
So the seat belts come down off the roll bar into the seat, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Lap belts are great and all that. But, and you know, who knows down the road if, you know, the Duke ends up with grandkids.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hey, Ray.
Whoa.
Easy there. But you know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm saying this is becoming a, you know, my thing is to make this a 20-year Jeep. So 20 years from now, it could be exactly how I left it to him, you know, or fixed it for him. You know, family style roll bars, you know, you can put the seat, whatever, bolster seat or whatever they call it, so you can put toddlers in the back and,
right,
you know, drive the Jeep on the beach on the Cape. Who wouldn't want, like, shoulder belts if they got grandkids?
Right.
So, and then, you know, and then like Jody's truck, there is no way Jody would put his kids in the back of that Jeep unless they were, you know, secure.
Yeah, right.
And I totally understand why people with CJ7s are going to be like, he shouldn't have put family style roll bars in that CJ7 because they never came with family style roll bars. But then if it doesn't become a everyday driver for Jody anymore, it becomes, oh, I don't have my kids, so let's take the Jeep, honey, and then him and his wife can go cruise up and down, you know, the beach. So, and the same thing for the Duke. We're going to put family style roll bars in it, so he has the shoulder belts, and
also personalizes a lot more too. You know, changing the roll bar.
Yeah, I mean, well, a lot of people like the older style for the look, because the newer style, the family style, is pretty much the same style, shape look-wise as the TJs and the JKs. So when you're looking for a more retro look, you know, you want that angular CJ style roll bar, and even in your earlier Wranglers, a lot of people opt for that look. But then again, you don't end up with the shoulder belt, so you lose that. So, and then we're gonna rhino line it, paint it. He's gonna get a brand new exhaust because he was hit so hard that it completely wiped out the brand new exhaust I put on this thing with OEM parts that I had.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, I had all OEM front to back 4.0 exhaust that we put on this thing, and he was hit so hard that he actually broke the exhaust. So instead of replacing just one pipe, we're gonna bring this to a place called Jamie's Performance Exhaust, and we're gonna have him bend up a nice exhaust for the Duke, maybe with a little bigger pipe for that nice meaty sound.
Nice.
And put a Flowmaster on it, because that's what the Duke wants.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
And then, you know, there is a budget on this, and the budget is very slim. So that's why the more free parts I can dig up in my shop to put on this Jeep, the more awesome it'll be for the Duke. We're getting everything ready for John to come down and visit us on Monday so we can figure out the plan with the bed liner, make arrangements to get Jamie's custom exhaust to do the exhaust. We are doing a Mako paint job. You will see that it will be a nice paint job, because I'll make sure it's a nice paint job, because this is on a very tight budget, and I would absolutely make sure we stick to the budget. That's my job.
Nice. Very cool, man. I can't wait to see how this thing starts shaping up.
All right, everybody, this is not Lou. Him and his brother Lou used to work here. We just put a soft top on his Jeep for him on Saturday.
So why is he not Lou?
Because it's not Lou.
Okay.
Lou's his brother. He said that already.
Ya. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Sí, yo antes trabajaba con Rey. Estamos hablando de 4 o 5 años atrás. Y hasta ahora me volví un Jeep guy. Entonces estoy arreglando mi Jeep poco a poco. Ya acabo de arreglar el chasis. Y ahora estoy por cambiarle otras cositas más. Pero ahí vamos, poco a poco, arreglando el Jeep.
Gracias.
De nada.
Guys, that concludes our episode for today. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Dead Jeep on who we are and what we do. Peace.